Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars and welcome to my second top 10 list, and this is my top 10 best films of 2018. There's been some fabulous films this year and I found this list really hard to do. If you look on my channel, there's a section that's got recommended films of 2018, and these are films that generally rate from 8 out of 10 and above. And I think there was something like 45, 46 of them this year. Lots and lots of films that I've really enjoyed. And I've managed to get a top 10 list here, but there's also 5 honorary mentions that I've just felt I had to mention in this top 10 list. So I do hope you enjoy this list, and thank you once again for supporting the channel in 2018. My first honorary mention is a film that was released much earlier in the year called Last Flag Flying. Just look at that cast: Steve Carell, Bryan Cranston and Lawrence Fishburne. A wonderful comedy drama that focuses on a grieving father that reaches out to his former combat veteran friends. It's a beautifully made film and I absolutely loved it. You Were Never Really Here. Wow, this film absolutely blew me away. Beautifully made, beautifully directed, with a towering central performance by Joaquin Phoenix. One of the best of the year, easily in my opinion, and it focuses on a very flawed, broken hitman who is seeking redemption by trying to save this child from these evil kidnappers. It's a wonderful, brilliant film. Aquaman. Just released in December, went to the cinema to see it, had a complete blast, loved it. It's like a comic book on screen. I think they've really nailed it and delivered a fun DC movie. I know not everyone's loving this film, completely get it, I understand it, I don't think it's for everybody, but I have to say it really worked for me, so therefore it's getting a good mention. Outlaw King. Netflix film, the film that focuses on Robert the Bruce. It's almost a sequel to Braveheart, this film. I just thought it was almost flawless, beautifully made. The cinematography takes your breath away. Great acting, great performances by everybody, and completely engaged. I thoroughly enjoyed it from beginning to end. A really fantastic film. Mission Impossible Fallout. An almost perfect action vehicle. A brilliant Tom Cruise film, probably the best Mission Impossible film. These films are just getting better and better, with a great performance by Henry Cavill, who really complements Tom Cruise in this film. Great bad guys, great cast, loads of fun. Coming in at number 10 on my list is Upgrade, the science fiction action film that gets on the top 10 list because it's just so damn original. It's really violent but really original, full of brilliant action pieces. It's such a wonderful film, and with some great acting too. Great screenplay, great direction, and it's a really cool action film. Definitely worth seeing. Number 9, A Quiet Place. It's been another good year for horror, and this started the year off well for the horror genre. A really original film. I don't need to say an awful lot about it. I think many people have seen and enjoyed this film. There's a new film that I've just reviewed on the channel called The Bird Box, which is another like sensory horror film that I thought was excellent too, but this is just a cut above and a really fun horror film. Number 8, Black Panther. What a year it's been for Marvel. Once again, the start of the year off massively with Black Panther. Another hit for them. They knocked it out of the park. There's nothing to dislike about this film. It's wonderfully made. They've turned another great Marvel comic character into a brilliant on-screen film. Really enjoyable, fun Marvel film. Number 7, might be a surprise to many of you here. This is a comedy called Ideal Home that stars Steve Coogan and Paul Rudd, and I implore you, please go and watch this film. It's hilarious. It is brilliant. It's about two gay guys who are basically trying to adopt a boy who he's basically Steve Coogan's grandson. It is so funny. It really is, and nobody's watched this film, so go and watch it. Number 6, Incredibles 2. Very rarely does a sequel stand up to an original, especially a film as good as the first Incredibles, because that's a brilliant, outstanding superhero film at first and foremost. But Incredibles 2 managed to do it, in my opinion. It is such fun. Honestly, I was crying with laughter watching this. It's so funny as well. The stuff with the baby and what have you, it made me laugh so much. I just love this film. Number 5, Spiderman Into the Spiderverse. Just been very recently to see this at the cinema. Again, another animated film. It's almost flawless. There's no way you can watch this film and not enjoy it, in my opinion, especially if you're a fan of Spider-Man and Marvel films. It's brilliant, the action's fantastic, the animation is mind-blowingly good, and it's just a great Spider-Man film. Number 4, Ready Player One. This divided some audience members, but I've got to say, Steven Spielberg for me absolutely nailed this. Arguably one of the best times at the cinema I've had for many years. I felt like a kid watching this film. Steven Spielberg, when he does a film like this and he does it right, he's got you in the palm of his hand as an audience member. He knows just what he's doing, and I thought this film was outstanding. I loved it. Number 3, Avengers Infinity War. I'm sure this film's going to be topping many people's lists, and it probably would have topped mine apart from the next two that are coming. But there's nothing really else to say about this film. What a brilliant film. We're all hugely excited for the follow-up in 2019, obviously, but this was a great film. Had such a blast watching it at the cinema. Number 3. Number 2 on my list, Creed 2. Who expected this to be anywhere as near as good as it was? This was brilliant. Not just a great Creed film, a great addition to the Rocky legacy. The way that they fleshed out the Drago characters was just wonderful. It's just a fantastic film, and in my opinion, I've put a bit of thought into this, I actually think it's better than the first Creed. Roll on, Creed 3. Number 1 has to be Bohemian Rhapsody. The best feel-good film I have seen for many years. I don't care if you're a Queen fan or you're not, you have to see this film. It's just, the attention to detail is mind-blowing. The performances are incredible. Central performance by Rami Malek is easily, in my opinion, the performance of the year. This guy has to be getting an Oscar. Simple as that, really. So there you go, guys. That's my number 1 film. So there we have it, guys. My top 10, well, actually I suppose 15 best films of 2018. Some outstanding films on that list. I'm sure you will agree. I'm sure your top 10 list will look different than mine. We all enjoy films differently, but I would love to know in the comments what your favourite films of the year have been. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for all your support in 2018. It's been a fantastic year for the channel, and I can't wait for 2019. Thank you, everybody, for watching.